Yeah, Olimpia Ljubljana is in the Austrian Hockey League, yeah, but they are in the last place, and then, like I said, they're basically bankrupt, so they're not doing that well, not paying their players, and yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem, to say the least. Bet 3 times against Boki. If he calls me with a bare ace, so be it. But I have to bet 3 times, obviously, with aces. He called. I mean, when he waited so long before he calls, I knew that he obviously that I'm good here. It was just a question of what kind of hand he has, and if he is actually gonna call with, well, with a pair of queens in his case. Pretty good flop. Hope that he replays back at me finally. I mean, he is pretty aggressive post flop actually. Is he? How much is he? He's not. His rear bet is actually pretty small, so he's not really inducible. I was hoping that he would cut a pair of these, like even with the ace king, I wouldn't mind. Obviously, if that 10 would be pretty bad in that case, but still, I would prefer to see him calling. I'm gonna quit this table. I'm gonna take a seat on some other table here. I think I found a better table than this one in the bottom right slot. I should probably sit up next big blind here. I got the US flag to my hand them up, so no motivation to grind this. Yeah, I should have played some tourneys in the Bahamas, so just so that I could have a Bahamian flag, I guess, in my hand them up. But yeah. My hand them up page is blank so far. I'm gonna check behind here. I don't even know. I mean, I rather check behind here than bet it on myself. He has 7-5 offsuit here. Ace-9, open raising, yes. King Jack, gonna bet. Domber Gode, I was talking about him before, but now he's, wow, he actually is winning 68 bucks in this table alone. Holy shit. He definitely came back. He was not doing well in previous hands against me. He was pretty frustrated with me, I guess, in general, just because I was catching some hands against him. But now, well, he's definitely making a comeback. He's still down in general. But doing way better than before. So I guess it's good to bet against Olimpia Ljubljana. Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna have they're not gonna have good odds, I guess. So yeah. I mean, they did get a new player. I mean, they're just buying some like 40-year-old Canadians, and yeah, which they don't pay at the end. So yeah, it's pretty grim actually. Even though they started the second stage with a win actually after overtime, if I recall correctly. English, so hard sometimes. I say it, got 3 bet. I'm gonna fold right away. Here's a new table. Is it any good? Nope. But I have a table going on already. Not gonna take the 50 cents $1 one. I'm gonna change this table, even though I don't mind it anymore now that I see how Cvexy plays. I expect him to raise here, and if he actually has a good hand, he would call probably. I decided to check here. I can't really tell you my reasoning here. I'm just playing by the feeling here, I guess. Hoping that he bets twice with a worse hand, even though he would definitely call with a heart on the turn, obviously with a flush draw. So I'm just kind of, I don't know. I think it's fine. Hoping that he bets again now. With a queen jack. No, not a queen jack. I want something worse. I want jack 5 offsuit. Or 7-4 offsuit. So my plan actually worked here. marvelously. Even though he would call me with a 4 on the flop, but I assume he wouldn't. I mean, obviously he wouldn't call again, so I would have to check the turn, the river at the end. But I think this went pretty well. I think that was a nice hand. Now I'm kind of sad that I actually left the table with him on, with him here. But yeah, I decided to change the table. So here's a new one. Did I win with the kings? I did win with kings, right? Yes, and Boki folded on the river. So I assume his name is Bostian, because that's Boki is kind of nickname for Bostian, or just shorter name. 6-7. You know what? I'm gonna raise because I have a really tight player on the blinds, and I assume he's gonna fold a lot of hands here. King 10, not gonna raise, and he did fold. Nice. I stole it. I stole the blinds with 6-7 suited. Nice. Gonna fold 5 deuce, so I'm gonna play for 40 more minutes. You know what, I'm not gonna refresh my graph anymore. I'm gonna wait until the end of the session. I just refreshed it like 10 minutes ago and we were up 61.11 bucks, as you can see. I'm not gonna do any more refreshes, that is fine. Eight five, gonna fold, 6-4. I would defend if like there's an open raise from the small blind, but yeah, not really gonna do even if someone from bottom open raise, I wouldn't defend there, especially if the poker up. Yep, I guess this is the poker monkey raises. It's not a monkey ape, it's not a monkey, he's poker ape, not a monkey, I guess. Monkey is monkey and ape is an ape. Nice hit by veteran. So have a quick look. King 6 definitely gonna raise here. Didn't reconnect with the flop, but as usual, gonna make a c-bet. I could see a checking behind with even with aces, with ace x sometimes, but not in this case. Gonna call, backdoor straight, and the king might be good as well. Well, ace is obviously pretty gross, but he's gonna check that one. I don't think I can bluff here. I'm fine with just checking behind here, and checking behind here again. When he checks like this, it's pretty common too. Pretty common for a queen, so top pair 8 against Domer Gude. He checked pretty quick that king. Let's see if he has something else in store for us. I'm gonna be betting and free betting here if he raises. Even though I think he would just donk bet if he has like ace 10 or something like that. 7-4. Okay, 7-4 is good as well. G7, not willing to play with G7, obviously. You have to make a, you have to have a hands that you never play with, and I think Deuce 7 is a pretty good candidate for that. Or a 10 Deuce or something like that. 7-3. Well, 7-3 I probably played before. But 7 Deuce really not. Unless there was like a 7 Deuce suited promo. That was a pretty good one actually. Hope it comes back to PokerStars, but I guess not in February. Alba is not even, is Alba even strong enough for Austrian League? I don't think it should be. Are you thinking like a second KHL League or whatever you wanna pronounce it? (9-7), not gonna raise. Check 10, open raise. Lagavulin here, oh, so he is fan of Lagavulin whiskies, I guess. (7-9), well, I'm not gonna play now that it got kept to me here. Henry open raises with 8% open raising range from early position. 1 to 3 bets, so I guess I have to respect that as well, and kept by Lucky. I think Lucky might have the worst hand of all these two guys, all these three guys, I guess. That would be my guess here, that he has the worst hand. 10 Deuce, oh, I was talking about 10 Deuce before. We were watching the main event, the Nonoko and Jamie Staples were hosting the main event, final table of T-Cup main event yesterday. There was one all-in when someone limped, then someone went like all-in on the blinds, like with 10 Deuce, and it got called by queens or kings or something like that, and all of a sudden, well, and then 10 Deuce won actually, so yeah. And we were talking about if it's, well, maybe he really liked Dole Brunson or something like that, because obviously 10 Deuce is like a Dole Brunson hand or whatever. Svetlo, haven't you seen the GIF or the GIF or whatever from Limit before? That was a pretty fun, yeah. Lucky here unfortunately quits the table, so I assume he actually did have, oh, he actually won. So Lucky had Ace King, Henry had Queen Jack, and Luant actually fought on the turn already, so yeah. I was wrong. I was wrong. Henry actually open raised Queen Jack. I didn't know that's in his, well, I guess 10% range here. He even kept now. So I'm gonna call, well, now I'm not gonna call, I guess. Ugh. Medveščak from Croatia actually went from Austrian League to KHL, so not sure how they are doing there, but yeah. I know they played at least for like second season right now, so yeah. I agree. This yeah, they're shit, but can Little Hungary dream big? Sure. There was a time when your Slovenian teams actually were thinking about joining the German league, so yeah. But now they can't even. They're in second. They're in the last place of Austrian league. Queen 9. I'm gonna open raise because of the Henry here. C-betting, of course. I'm gonna call if he raises me here. He does. 9. Now I have to call again. Wow, he check raise and checks now. So he either has a jack here, or maybe he did hit a 9 somehow. Ugh, this is pretty bad. I can. He's not gonna fold a better hand than I have. So I'm just gonna check behind, hoping that he shows me some bluff, and he did. Cool. I'm glad. Veteran, I'm actually gonna fold against him. Domer Gode, I'm definitely not folding against him with Ace Queen. I mean, his open raising range pre-flop is actually not that wide, actually. Wow, it's actually pretty tight. I thought he was gonna be a bit more loose pre-flop. But we saw before that he's definitely capable of bluffing here, so I'm just gonna check call here every street. And if he shows me aces, I'm gonna be totally fine with that. And 8-7 is fine as well. Better than aces, I think. I would want a seat here, but it got taken right before my nose. Unknown, yes. Let's see if there are any good tables. Obviously, I'm gonna play for half more hour, and I want 3 tables going on, even if it's 50 cents, $1. Beeping here. Hungary should concentrate on football match. They have some moderate success at it. Yeah. Well, they qualified for a big tourney for the first time in many years, I assume. Hungary, right? Even Slovenia played in the same group as Hungary before, and well, that there wasn't they weren't the greatest, so yeah. Zagreb wasn't as bad, actually. They had Canadians team. Yeah, they had pretty good. Like the whole Zagreb as a town supported that team. So basically, the biggest supporter was, well, the town of Zagreb, which is, well, I guess, well, pretty good, obviously. Jack 5. Got a walk, nice. This table it's really nothing special here in the upper left slot. Actually, it's actually probably pretty bad if I if I'm honest. Futsal is table football, yeah. It's not futsal. We're saying futsal for no, it's not. That's not correct. Foosball is a table football, and futsal is actually the indoor football. I think that I'm not sure. I think that's correct, or maybe Slovenian words are different than international one or whatever. So searching for a third table. I wouldn't mind playing 3 tables here. I mean, even if I play 2 tables until the end of the session, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but still, I'm just gonna move the table up so we can see it better. What about this one? 2 unknowns and a PDSN here as well. You know what? I'm gonna wait for either for a better seat or for a $1 to the table. Oh, Fußball machen. Ah, now I get it. Fußball machen. Jawohl. Three bet by Pinzet here. I'm definitely gonna call once here. And now is a question, should I even raise here? I assume he's not gonna even bet with a worse hand than mine. He's not gonna bet with ace-10 and up. So I expect a check from him, so now I can bet freely. Is he capable of check raising with good hands? I don't have that in his notes, so I guess that the answer will be no, he is not. I assume we played so much together that I would have a move like this in the notes already, but I guess that's not the case. I actually think he's not that I'm actually gonna use. Oh, I'm fine with. I guess I'm fine with red color deck. Well, pair of jacks should be good, and pair of or set of threes should be good as well. Oh, he folded over. Come on, now I finally hit pretty good, and he folds like insta fold. Check behind and decide on the river. I assume he's. Well, I'm not gonna bet. I don't think a worse hand than call. I'm fine with having a jack here. If he has like king 10 here, so be it. And he has jack deuce. Actually, kicker played. Wow. Lagavulin, open raises. I have a pair of sevens. I'm gonna go for a check raise, even though he's pretty tight pre-flop. But still, I have top pair. I have top pair and backdoor flush and a queen. Still top pair. I remember Subbuteo. I can, yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know how it's pronounced, but you mean that hockey game that was like on was it either on were you playing the hockey game with the handles or just flicking the pack or the puck or whatever? I think we're thinking about the same stuff, right? Subbuteo. I have no idea how this is pronounced. I'm gonna obviously bet here with my queens. Yeah, it's a group of tabletop games. I think it could be a football as well, and cricket and rugby. And I remember hockey. Yeah, I thought we were talking about hockey, but yeah, of course I remember the football version as well. We're old. I'm gonna fold, and I'm gonna quit this table. Obviously, don't want to play like three-way against these guys here. I'd rather quit and just try to find a table. Boki is he? He actually rebought, but not sure why he's sitting out. So I guess I'll try to find a table. I can talk again about the new promo that is online here on PokerStars right now. It's called 100 million celebration. We are basically celebrating 100 million users on PokerStars. So basically we had a 100 millionth user registered on PokerStars in, I don't know when, maybe in January or something like that. So the first promo is here. It's called VIP Steps Challenge, where basically you need to complete the VIP steps here. Either you have a bar here on the table or in the lobby. So the first challenge is you have to complete 3 of these VIP steps. So 3 times you have to fill up this bar 3 times, and you get a random reward up to 1 million stars coins. The second challenge is a bit tougher. You have to complete 10 of these, 10 VIP steps, and you get a random prize up to 2 million stars coins. The whole, what the chances are, oh, maybe here are the chances. Not really, they're not here, but you can check the chances of hitting what kind of random reward you can get on PokerStars website. So but yeah, it's a pretty good stuff. You have 2 weeks to complete this challenge until the February 14th, or in my case February 15th at 6 AM in the morning. Or basically on midnight, February 14th midnight Eastern time, or PokerStars server time, of course. We have a Hungarian version of it with players designed after real teams. That's pretty cool. He called me down only with he had a top pair and a flush draw on the flop, and he just called me down. Is that correct, or did I was I just talking too much in that hand? I just have a quick look. So he raised, I 3-bet, he calls, and he could just call me down. So he's that passive when it comes to just like a top pair on a flush draw. I'm gonna take this seat. I didn't want to take this table before, but I had a seat here instead of PNZ. Now I have Linda here, who is unknown to me in position, so I mean I'm on her left, so that's gonna be a bit better. For some reason I remember the first team I got on a flea market was Stuttgart. Must have been like 20 years ago. I always wanted Germany, and I think it was West Germany back then. It was that old. Wow. I got a cold, I guess maybe yesterday, I don't know when, so my throat really hurts, and the more I talk, the more it hurts, I guess, so yeah. Thank God I only have like 20 minutes of play here. I don't think I could do any more than that. And my next live stream will be on Wednesday, by the way. I see the Limit Cat just posted the live streaming schedule, so just click on the link and you see my schedule for the next 2 weeks. Basically, I'm going to be streaming on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then either on Sunday or on Wednesday or on Saturday, or Sunday or on Saturday. Yeah, depends on well when Liverpool plays or when Helios Domžale plays, my local basketball team. So yeah, just letting him bet here instead of me, Domar Gude. I think that's fine. The problem is that Jack, he's gonna be checking behind quite a lot now that Jack hits here, because he's gonna connect somehow with his hand, and he does not need to bluff that much on the river, I think. So I think we're gonna see a lot of checks behind here. So I could even donk bet the river, to be honest, but we actually split at the end, so it's fine, all good. Problem is like talking about all this plan for my hand, and then like 20 seconds pass before I actually made the decision on the table. So, and like the whole dynamic actually changes when you're waiting 20 seconds to donk bet the river or something like that. So yeah, or even to check. I'm gonna call here. I assume Paul Openfold is gonna have the best of me here most of the time. That 9 is definitely not the greatest. I'm gonna call once more. I still have ace high and a gut shot, and an 8 might be good as well, but I think I can fold here. I'm obviously beating some of the bluffs, like 7-6 or something like that. Not even beating, I'm even beating 7-8 as well, but I have an 8 in my hand too, so I think fold here is okay. Definitely. I mean, if there was no heart on the turn, I could see myself calling down. But there's at least one draw that completed. So, you know what? I'm gonna wait on this table for one more orbit. Maybe someone else sits down now that there are 2 empty tables, empty seats, not empty tables. So coaster sat down. That is okay. King Queen suited, pretty good. Probably gonna 3-bet here, just putting our NUFC fanboy, which is Newcastle United, being a Geordie. Can I bluff here? Let's see it. Let's see if he can fold ace high, and he is not. So would he fold? Would he play a pair like this? I don't think so, so I'm just gonna fold. That is fine. Nice hand. Aces. Cool. Another big hand. Gonna fold ace 7 suited. I know it's only 15 minutes to go, but I wouldn't mind a third table. I might get a seat of the same table that I quit before, the one with Boki. Aces, I just took the blinds down, unfortunately. Henry, I probably wouldn't 3-bet here. Or would I? Yes, I would, because he's really foldy. I mean, he doesn't have the biggest stack. I mean, he has enough chips here, so I think it's fine. Pretty good flop for my hand. Not the greatest of the turns. but he folded on the turn already. 5-6, not gonna open raise this. Not even against Pinzet. He's not that tight on the blinds as he is on the other positions, I guess. Queen 7 suited. That's gonna fold. I see there's like a new section on PokerStars client, and like for this VIP promo, for the VIP steps, title actually is how would you spend 2 million stars coins. I know how I would spend them. I would just buy the $20,000 cash rewards from it, but I guess some other people might spend it differently. I mean, getting like some t-shirts and stuff like this. I wanted to buy, we were talking about, not sure if Fadian is still here, but we were talking about before we were browsing to the VIP store, and there was a PokerStars mug there, like a black mug with the PokerStars logo on it, and I was like, yeah, I want a mug. It was like 1100 stars coins, so that means it was basically rated for $11, which is pretty, I mean, it's totally fine for a random mug. But like a few days ago I looked it again and there was no mug in the store anymore, so I'm not sure if it was sold out or something, but there was no PokerStars mug anymore. There was like a travel mug, but I'm not talking about travel mug, I'm just talking about the regular mug with a handle, and yeah. Gonna go for a check call now that he called me on an ace 10-6 board. I'm hoping that he has like a queen jack or something like that. I assume he has aces and just called an ace on the flop, and that is definitely correct. What's your guess? Still in profit? Yes, I think I'm still in profit, yeah. Not doing like marvelously, but I think I'm doing fine. Anyway, so I'm not sure what that was the case, why he needed like 10 minutes to bet an ace on the turn and on the river. But I got a bit unlucky there with 2 aces, especially considering that he was 3-betting with ace 5. Gonna 3-bet here. So this is the table that I was talking about before. Well, it's not the same table because, but then I said that I might get the same table with bulk here that I just cancelled before. I'm gonna sit in. I'm gonna check here. I'm probably still not willing to fold, even though he's gonna be betting, I guess, 3 times here. 2 million stars coins is $20,000, so 1 stars coin is worth 1 cent basically. I'm gonna call once, obviously hoping to spike my king or my ace. Problem is that veteran might have the best hand here all the time, so yeah, you can get around 1800 mugs then. Well, yeah, I can't get 1800 mugs because there's no mugs in the store anymore. But yeah, like I said, veteran had the best hand with a pair of 6s, so he had the ace king as well, unfortunately. Can I rub it on my titties? Well, definitely. $20,000 is definitely something worth rubbing on your titties, I think. King Deuce not gonna defend against Pinzet here. He's playing quite aggressively in this table. Aces again, so I'm running pretty well at this pre-flop. I'm blank actually open race and disconnected, so I guess I'll be waiting for him to come back. You know what, now that he actually 3-bets, I'm not. I'm gonna actually raise, and now it's gonna look like I'm stealing against blank here, and let's hope J Boogie knows why I'm up, what I'm doing here basically, hoping like that I'm gonna steal this hand from these 2 guys. Well, that's kind of seals the deal here. raised by Pinzet here. I have a not flush draw, and I also have a guard shot, so I'm gonna call. Probably again, of course, and hoping to hit something on the river. I'm gonna call a jack or a queen. I'm gonna raise a 10, and I'm probably I'm gonna go for a check raise with a flush as well. So obviously not have the nut. So let's hope that Pinzet actually did caught that king, and he's gonna be betting again, and he is. So nice hand. $3,500 stars for me, stress stars. That seems like a good value. So Pinzet had what? Did he fold or he actually called? So he folded on the river, so I assume he didn't have a king, or was he so disciplined that he actually folded a top pair king? I don't think that's gonna be the case. So. Oh, my throat really hurts. Really hurts. But 9 minutes. 9 minutes. I promise until 8 PM, so I guess I'll play for 9 more minutes. And here's the table with Boki here. I'll play for 9 more minutes here. 2 tables going on. Coaster unfortunately quits. Oh, I don't think it's still good enough for table. Hum here joins as well on my right, which is pretty good. Him being obviously the green color tagged player. Gonna fold. 9-5 gonna fold as well. 8s. Don't mind some customers here. Pretty okay flop for my hand, I think. Just gonna bet here 3 times. Unless the board gets really ugly. Welp. Here's a check raise from Mhum, whatever his nickname is. Not the worst turns, or could be pretty bad. I don't know. I'm just gonna call again, now not believing that he actually has a 10. And I'm gonna call. And he has a set of 4s for full house. Nice hand. A bit unlucky. Not really unlucky, but still. Hey Breasty, welcome to the stream. You caught like the last 7 minutes of the live stream. I'm just playing the last few orbits here. my throat hurts like hell. Have to quit pretty soon. Anyway, 10-8. Not the flop that I wanted to see here, so done with this hand. I'm gonna raise here, 3-bet here, if AP raises, but not he just folds, so I'm gonna just raise against Boki here. Probably gonna bet and call the river, something like that. Check call the river. Can't remember if he's capable of if he's gonna be inducible. I actually totally forgot how he plays. All I know is that he's loose passive and that he's from Slovenia actually, even though I used the green color tag. So I guess I prefer having I prefer knowing that he's loose passive than that he's from Slovenia, I guess. But if someone like our Jordi friend here, if someone like him, I obviously rather use the purple color tag than a yellow one. So, but for someone who is loose passive, I rather do this. I am still on. Yes, that is correct. I think my usual sessions here on the Twitch is gonna be for 4 hours. So basically, if I start streaming at 4 PM, I'm gonna stream until 8 PM, and if I'm starting my stream on 10 AM, I'm gonna be doing until 2 PM Central European time. I think 4 hours is pretty good for me. At least so far. 7-6. we have 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes of our live stream here. That is definitely not a good flop from my hand. I'm gonna fold, by the way. Definitely trust AMJM here. Hum. Queen Jack. Definitely gonna play. ISO raising our German friend here. Luger actually 3 bets. Wow. Wouldn't mind him folding, even though I don't think that's gonna happen. Nope. Check all ones here with my gut shot. I wouldn't mind if there's another spade on the turn. I would definitely call with a, obviously with a flush draw as well. But if he bets again, I think I'm just gonna fold. Yeah. Badman Show from Russia. 6-8, not gonna play. Playing lots of hands, but not hitting lately. And if I hit so good that people fold right away in the flop. But yeah, I'm gonna play probably like one or two more orbits here. Basically, probably like this orbit till the end and then another one. So I think that's gonna be just fine. And I'm on the blinds on all of these 3 tables, so it's gonna work perfectly fine. Check raise by bag. Well, I have top pair, so I'm just willing to call down here. Well, now I guess I'm gonna raise. I was thinking that in this case, I'm actually beating like king queen. But the 10 definitely help him if he actually has that king queen. But I think I'm gonna raise here anyway. And he folded right away. It's kind of surprising, to be honest. Don't bet by Ham here. I'm just gonna raise. I don't think he is doing this with a 7. Definitely not. Might have a jack, hoping of course that my kicker plays, but nope, he actually folded right away. So I'm actually gonna make a note on that. So like don't bet, fold, jack 7-7 flop. I mean, he is the guy who check raised with a set of 4s before, so I guess he is capable of maybe fast playing his hands. But I still don't believe him, obviously, in a case like this. Well, Veteranku, I'm really gonna fold 6s like already here on the flop. I guess I am. Wow, that was kind of crazy. I definitely trust him. The queen, not the greatest card in the world, but I guess that there could be worse one as well. So I'm gonna c-bet one more time, and well, that is one of the cards that I was talking about before that could be worse. Paul Openfall having down streak. I thought he doesn't play so low. Yeah, I actually was surprised to see him on 50 cents $1 tables. He was even playing, like, yeah, I see he is on a 1-2 table here, but he was even playing on the 50 cents $1 table. I'm not sure, maybe he is watching the live stream and he's just playing along. Definitely could be the case. I'm gonna fold this one, not going to play with king high, and I'm gonna be checking the sit out next big blind option because this is gonna be my last orbit here. Really, he donk bets right away. I don't think he would do this with a king 10. I mean, if he does, so be it. But obviously I'm raising here with my trips 9s, and he does not donk bet as I predicted here with a king 10. I assume he has like just ace queen or king queen or something like that. King queen, yes. Luger raised me. He did play aggressively in a hand before, but I actually can't remember what happened. So I'm gonna check here. How much are you in profit? Can't really see the graph. Well, the last time that I did a refresh of my graph was like 45 minutes ago, and we were up $61 in that point. So I haven't refreshed since then, and I flopped the nuts. Not with the nuts, but yeah, the nuts here with queen 9 on both of these tables. So, well, I guess I'm gonna win both of these. At least I hope so. That 7 is not the greatest. Just because, well, now I have the nuts here as well. And I have the nuts here as well, pretty sure, with a full house. So, well, this last orbit is gonna be pretty great. and I'm gonna sit out next big blind here already. Ace 9. I actually could 3-bet to tie to win because he's so so aggressive. I probably should have. I definitely should have 3-bet there, but I guess missed opportunity, so that's fine. And kings here as well. So well, this day might not end up that bad as I was thinking before. So I'm gonna quit the table here on upper left. Still gonna play like a few hands here in both of these tables. I'm just gonna move it up so we can see it a bit better. Of course, 3-betting here kings. Ace 10 suited, another nice hand. But cold called by blank here, who seems like a really really loose and aggressive. So I'm just gonna use a yellow color tag. Open raise and cap by AP, so not really thrilled to see that, to be honest. I'm gonna go bet and 3-bet here, but I think I still have to raise here. Eight 7, cool. I'll take it. And I assume he had like ace queen, something like that. Yeah, he had exactly ace queen. So that was a pretty good run of the cards in the last few minutes. So we're already done here, and we have to play 2 more hands here. 1 more, and we're gonna be done for the day. I think Svetlo was asking me before if I think that I'm still in profit for the day. Well, if I weren't in profit before, I definitely am now. But I think I'm in pretty healthy profit for the day. 6-7 offsuit, we're not gonna play. There was some time when I said like to myself, let's play every last hand ever in the session. But you know what? Not gonna do that just because it was way too good of a session here. So I'm gonna pull the Hold'em manager here. So if I had to guess, I would guess that I'm up 100 bucks. I think we ran pretty well in the last, if not in the last half an hour, at least in the last like 10 minutes. And I might be 100 bucks in profit. Let's hope I'm not being too greedy here, but I think that's gonna be a pretty good guess. So let's go out. Oh, Snowy for Hold'em manager. That's gonna be good. And let's come back in at 137 bucks. What? So yeah, we did really well, and you can see in the last, like, this is like the last last 27 hands, no, last 30 hands. So this was 30 hands before the finish, and this is the last 30 hands. So just going up here. I have won like 50 bucks in the last 30 hands. 50 bucks in the last 30 hands. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty, obviously the variance is pretty big in this game. So that was really good day, guys. Really good day, and now I'm even closer to the finish line as I was before. I'm really close now. I basically really need one session like this, and I know that's actually not true, but pretty close anyway. So let me open up bankroll challenge sheet here. So today is day 91. I can actually enter the amount here already. So we played how long? We played for probably like 250 minutes, something like that. 240 minutes. We played 977 hands, and we have won, or I have won, of course. When I am winning, I should say I have won 137 bucks, and when I'm losing, I should say, well, we lost 140. Yes, like 2 days ago or 2 live streams ago, we lost 140. So yeah, 137 bucks. Pretty good session, I have to say. My win to showdown is actually, wow, my win to showdown is actually 36% only. That is really low. The PIP and PFR and 3-bet seems like okay-ish. I guess 3-bet could be a bit bigger, but win to showdown is actually really low, it's 36%. But I guess it kind of makes sense because we were running pretty well and hitting pretty well. And if I 3-bet with aces and there's ace 6-4 flop, you're not gonna see many showdowns in a case like this, of course, when you flop a top set with aces, so not really surprised to see 36% went to showdown. I don't think I was folding that much. I mean, I did say in the middle of the session that I might be folding a bit too much, but in general, I don't think that's the case. So yeah, 790 bucks now. This is the closest that I have been for, well, for quite a while. 776 here, 780. So this is actually our this is our peak, guys. We haven't been we haven't had a bankroll larger than 790 so far. So, well, let's hope that we can actually seal the deal this time. I'm not even counting BVPs and stars coins anymore, because I want to finish this challenge with cash money from the tables alone. I don't want to rely too much on breakback, even though I have probably like around, if I have to guess, I have around 12,000 stars coins right now, which means 120 bucks. If I would have to add this to my current bankroll, that would mean I have 910 bucks already. But not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it properly. I still have like 348 bucks from the breakback, which is totally enough, and yeah, it's enough. So we have to do it by the cash game tables, profit from the cash game tables alone. So yeah, that was it, guys. That was day 91. I actually just gonna minimize this. 91. I'm gonna pull the holder manager back in. I'm gonna show you the active session here, the nice graph, the nice big numbers, 137 bucks. I'm actually gonna enable here my schedule for the next live streams. As you can see, my next live stream will be on Wednesday, starting at in the morning this time. Like I said, always Wednesdays I'm gonna still try doing the live stream in the morning, so starting at 10 a.m. and I'm gonna play for 4 hours until 2 p.m. As usual. So yeah, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Thanks everyone for coming here, thanks for chatting, thanks for being here, of course thanks for all your supports and all that. Take care, good luck on the tables, and we'll see ourselves on Wednesday. See ya, guys.